Hey guys, how are you? This is another one in the series that I'm going to call the Auntie June series. The whole idea behind this is just to give you confidence to get up from the ground in a safe manner. So if we were laying on the ground, down like this here, say you're just laying, right? If you can still bend your legs, bring your legs up, okay? And then what you tend to find is when you're in this position here, you've probably got an arch in your back. So I can slip my hand under my back. What we want to do to protect our lower back is push our lower back down to the ground. So my pelvis rotates a little bit and I push my back down to the ground or pull my belly button down to the ground. Now my back is nice and flat from this part here. And then what I can do here is if you can lift your knees up while your back stays flat on the ground. Now if I want to roll towards the camera, what I can do is if I lift this arm up a little bit, get it out of the way, I can then rotate my knees that way and the momentum will pull me over. And then if I straighten my legs as I'm coming over, I'm then laying down flat. So if I do that again, okay, I'm in this position here laying down, I bring my legs up, pull my lower back down to the ground. So my pelvis rotates a little bit this way, keep my abs nice and firm, and just lift my knees up. I'm going to roll this way towards the camera, pull this arm up, and then just let my knees fall to the side. The momentum starts to pull me over. If I extend my legs, I then get into this position here, where I'm now laying on my stomach. Okay. What I can do from here is then pull my arms back to this position here, okay? Now if I squeeze my glutes and squeeze my abs, I can then lift my hips up and bring one leg forward. And then bring the other leg forward. And then push up and kneel back. Okay, now if I had a chair nice and close, I can then use the chair to help me get up. If you don't have a chair close by, and if you haven't hurt yourself, but you still don't have the confidence getting up from here, you can crawl over to the wall, put one hand on the wall, push against the wall, okay, and then climb up the wall, bring one leg up, and then stand up. Now, if you want to make that a little bit harder, imagine you've fallen, and I'm here, and I've gone and broken my wrist. Now what I have to do is everything, but with only one arm. So my legs are still okay, so I can bend my legs, okay, pull my back down flat to the ground, lift my knees up. Now this wrist could be we'll say this one's a broken one, so I want to extend this arm. I'm keeping this arm nice and close. I'm now going to roll over, extend my legs, okay, and I'm trying to keep this wrist up off the ground. So there's a bit more weight on this arm here. And then what I do is I'm keeping my chest up, bring that arm back, squeeze my glutes and abs, one leg forward, lean back, and then find something to either pull myself up or I can just stand up from here. Okay, so that can be quite a good way to just to practice, just in case you were to fall and hurt your arm. Now, if your abs are pretty strong and your arm pretty good, there's another one we can do which is quite good. So from here, this is pretty good practice. From here, we lift our shoulder blades up off the ground. We can push our arms forward, okay? Shoulder blades up off the ground, so you're going to feel your upper abs working. Then we pull our back flat to the ground, and then we bring our knees back in and hold this position here. So your back's nice and flat, shoulder blades are up off the ground, legs at 90 degrees, or your heels can be dropped down a little bit, and just push forward. Now if this is too easy, what we can do is we slowly extend out as long as our back stays flat on the ground. So we can go from here to here, okay, or somewhere in between, but we want to keep our back flat on the ground. This is really good core exercise for you. And then the other option we have is what we call the Superman. So you're here, we have our arms out in front, and then we go from here. All we do is we lift our arms and legs up. Okay, this is good for our lower back muscles as well. Okay, so squeeze your glutes, lift those heels up, lift those arms up. Okay, if you've got tight shoulders, this may be a little bit difficult, but just lift your arms up as high as you can. Try not to lift your head up too high like this. Try to keep your head lined up with your back. So from here up. So I'm still looking down here. Okay, that's a good exercise. And if you're up for a bit more of a challenge, what we can do is we can try to put those two together. So we go from this position where we're nice and strong. You may start in here, which is fine. We're then going to roll. So if we're going to roll from this position, I've got to lift my arms up, my feet come down, I come over, and then I extend like I'm flying, like I'm Superman. And then if I want to come back, I can roll back this way, bring my legs back up, and then nice and tight, okay? Or if you can, go from this position here, over, and then back. Okay, always making sure your back's flat on the ground, because that looks after your lower back. So those are some exercises, June, that you might find interesting, challenging to do. But they really give you the confidence that if you're on the ground and you're falling and you're on your back, you can roll over and then get back up. Take care, guys.